Hey everybody, welcome to some more X4. Today we're going to look at building a NPC ship that we can use to escort our merchants and other things. We've been having a lot of issues with pirates up in Havicta's Choice 3, and we're at war with the Holy Order of the Pontifex, so we definitely need to start dealing with that. We are Argon, so we're going to stick with Argon ships in our quests here. We're not going to outsource. We're not going to go with Talati or Paranid, even though they may have better equipment. We're just going to, stick with Argon. And I don't have shipyards yet, so I have to build them using the wharf. But that should do for now. We don't have huge holdings that we need dozens and dozens of fighters yet. But this is going to be the standard issue kind of one. So our choices, we have the Eclipse, which is a really nice ship. The Eclipse Vanguard is great. But it's a little expensive for my taste for this for what I want to do. This is not the disposable fighter that I want right now. I'm looking for something that, if I lose it, it's not a huge deal. The Elite Vanguard certainly falls under that, but with the one gun, I just don't think it'll cut it. I just need too many of them. So that kind of leaves us with the Nova Vanguard. I really like the Nova Vanguard. It's a nice ship. It's cheap. It looks cool. I think this is a very cool looking ship. It is not so expensive that it is disposable. It's got two weapons. So it is a step down from the Eclipse, but it's still quick. It's cheap. So I think the Nova Vanguard is what we're going to use as our primary fighter. So we can start with the minimum loadout here. We'll do some upgrades though. So for the engines, we definitely want it to be quick. Now I don't want Mark III though, so we're going to Mark II because again these are things I don't mind losing. However, I will spring for the Mark III shield. I would like it to survive if possible. Now weapons is where things get tricky because do we want to go Mark IIs or Mark I's? So we could do Mark II pulse lasers. Let's see, Mark II pulse lasers. That puts us at a 500,000 credit ship. We could save like 150K if we go with Mark I's pulse lasers. Or we could go in the middle and just do a bolt repeater instead. So 500. Let's do software. Don't care about docking computers. Basic, fine. Don't need trading. Crew, we got a pilot. I do want a service crew, so a backup. This will train. This should get that service crew some training. And that's always a plus to have extra trained crew around. So the real question is about the weapon. So pulse laser, let's look at the stats here. Burst weapon output 312, sustain 295. Let's say we went with the regular bolt repeater. 216, 180. 216, 180. So the sustained weapon output is a lot less. Whoops, did I not change that right? Pulse laser Mark II. Pulse. Yeah, these are right. I don't know. I think I can afford this. I think I got 12 million in the bank right now. I could easily pump out a bunch of these because I'm getting sick of the pirate attacks in Invictus Choice. So I'm going to start assigning one of these to each Mercury that I have going. And that's not too much of an added cost, really. At least I don't think. So yeah, I think this will work well. Do we need? I don't think we need any consumables. No. Oh, flares. Let's arm them all with flares. We got crew. All right, so we should have everything. Now we want to save this as a loadout. Saving as a loadout lets you uh, reuse it during the game and in other games. So this is shared between games so long as you have the right equipment. So we'll just call it wear it F1. Uh, we'll call it the F1 fighter. F1 fighter. I like the military designation, so we're going to go with that. Oh, why? But why do I name it F1? The F means fighter. That annoys me. Let's see if we could. We'll call it the F1. I'm not very creative, so we'll call it the F1 Nova. So let's cancel this. Let's go back in, and it should be there. Buy ships. Small. Nova. F1 Nova. There it is. And everything looks like it should. Great. So now we can add it to the shopping cart and build. All right, that about covers it for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope it was helpful.